If your cabinet doors are crooked and not lining up, really, I can almost guarantee you that the hinges aren't your problem. The truth is, one issue can cause 99% of your alignment headaches, and you're probably missing it. What in the hell? First, I'll show you the fastest and easiest way to adjust hinges on cabinet doors, and then you and I are going to take a look at 6 other common problems that can cause issues, including that one massive overlooked trick that will help you get your doors lined up every single time. To begin with, here's a quick overview of hinges. There's many different kinds and brands of hinges, but fortunately the adjustments are much the same, and so is the amount of adjustment, which can be 1/8 of an inch or more, depending on the brand. And also they typically have 3 different directions of movement: side to side or horizontal, up and down, and in and out. But after getting the doors on, where do you even start? Well, the fastest and easiest way I found to get doors adjusted is actually pretty simple if you follow these steps. First, always start at the end, like this door beside the applied panel, and get that door adjusted properly first. Pay special attention to getting the door adjusted so that the gap is perfectly parallel to the end panel. I like to start with any knowns, like an end panel. Get that gap the same all the way. Or if there's no panel, then parallel to the side of the box. This should be done with your horizontal adjustment screw on the hinge, usually closest to you. And then adjust this door vertically where you want it to sit by turning the adjustment screw on the hinge plate. Once you got this door where you want it, then go to the next door beside it and adjust it so that it's perfectly parallel with the first door. This gap is a little bigger at the bottom and it's a little tighter at the top. So I just need to adjust this door that way. Pull that out. Gap is closer, a little more. Then move on to the next, and so on and so forth. Don't worry about the height adjustment on these doors just yet. Gap is bigger at the top than the bottom, so we'll adjust that. Smaller, bigger. Adjust this out. When all the doors are sitting perfectly parallel to each other, next step is to get the door gaps all the same. That's everything adjusted so that they're parallel with each other this way. Now I'm going to go along and adjust the gaps. So once again, just adjust the doors in tighter together when needed and further apart. For example, some are a little tighter, some are a little bigger, like that, tighter, a little tighter. So kind of gives me an idea how much I need all the way. With all the doors parallel and gap perfectly, then go over each door and adjust them up or down to align them in height so that to get the tops and bottoms of the door flush by adjusting the screw on the hinge plate. When everything is flush, the third and final adjustment will be moving the doors in and out. Quite often, this adjustment isn't even needed. However, sometimes you will notice the door face sticking out further from the door beside it. Hard to see, but this door here is a little bit inset from the door behind it. That's because of the bumpers on this one, which is easy fix because the hinge is here. We're just going to adjust it out with this back screw that way. Much better. Everything is nice and flush across the front. However, maybe after you did all this, you still can't get things lined up, which isn't an uncommon problem, believe it or not. One thing I run into quite a bit, and it happens quite a lot when you got someone new doing it, or like a homeowner that's never adjusted hinges before, is you over crank the hinges and over adjust them, and then when you go to close it, it doesn't even close. And that happens for a few reasons. It could be that it's binding on a door beside it, or it's binding on the inside of the door here, or it's actually binding on the hardware inside the actual hinge itself. A second common problem is you might not have the right hinge or even the right hinge plate for your situation. For example, something like this, where if you had 2 doors sharing a common gable, you might have the wrong hinges on there. Well, you would need a half overlay hinge that would move the offset of this hinge over, something like that. or you have the wrong hinge plate. Sometimes there's hinge plates for 5/8 gables and 3/4 inch gables. This 5/8 gable, it is a little thicker, and this one for 3/4 inch is a little thinner. A third less uncommon reason would be that sometimes these hinge plates get installed in the wrong spot, being that they get moved too high or too low or further back or further forward than what they're supposed to be. And the fourth reason is a little sneaky, but it does happen. Sometimes your hinge or hinge plate gets bent. It could be a manufactured defect or something that happened in transport, like a bouncy trailer. And a fifth reason, which will probably cause you to pull your hair out because no amount of adjusting will ever get things to line up, is having a door or something like that that is actually built out of square. So at long last, we get to the final reason that I promised at the start. By 99% of the time, after adjusting your door hinges, things still don't work out. It's because your cabinet boxes are installed incorrectly. Now, hear me out. Although those boxes, if built right, seem sturdy enough, however, it's really easy to torque them out of square when installing them, especially when the walls and floors are uneven. The wall you're installing your cabinets on might seem straight, but after buzzing a screw in tight, it might cause the box to twist, throwing things off, such as this upper fridge cabinet. A real pain in the ass. One carefully placed shim might make all the difference in getting things to line up. Sometimes the problem is that this could be needing a shim at the back and it's twisted the way it's screwed in, so if you shimmed it, pull it up and out of the way, sometimes it just torque. And if you just torque the back through a shim back here, things would be good. Or another issue could be over torquing the cabinet by trying to push it into level. Sometimes after you adjust it, you just can't get it to level. Could mean that when you're leveling this cabinet, you were trying to get it to level and you kind of twisted it up. So for example, the more I go up, the worse it's going to get. Go down, make it better. Right there would probably be my best, but it might not be level. So it might mean I have to go back and get this whole bank to level if it's out of level. So here's a little bonus tip for some of you. If in case you're having troubles moving your door further up or further down, especially sometimes when you got two doors that are tucked tight together and you've adjusted your up and down screw as far as it would go, sometimes you can muck with the hinge plate and loosen the screws that hold the hinge plate on and move it up and down. Sometimes it has these little plastic tabs behind there that don't allow it to move. So you just need to cut those off, put the plate back on, and you get a little bit of extra movement. If you need some help to make leveling cabinets an easy job, you can check out this video right here. Just be sure to like and subscribe for more. Thanks for watching.